All right, to my right is going to be, go ahead and identify yourself, Max.
Cadet Max Danger, CS 66.
Max, nice to meet you.
And then to my left is going to be Lieutenant
Janet Anderson. Yeah, nice to meet you, my man.
And over there, leaning against the cabinet, Mrs. Too Cool for School, one of my corporals.
Valkyrie.
Corporal Valkyrie.
Yep. All good
And
people,
Captain
man.
Lowry. Yep. Looking
And
forward
then
to it. If I get through
Capitan
this
Lowry.
interview process.
All right, are you ready?
I am.
All right, to begin, just to let you know, this interview will be audio and visually recorded. Is that all right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. Can you tell me what's your first and last name? Just spell it out for me and show me.
Craig Bigglesworth Jr. C-R-A-I-G. Bigglesworth B-I-G-G-L-E-W-O-R-T-H Jr.
Very good.
Not to be associated with the hooligan Craig Bigglesworth that runs the city. I'm well aware of his demeanor.
What is your email username?
House of G, H-A-U-S.
Oh, okay.
O-F G.
All right, well, let's get started. Do you have prior experience in the police department and or military, whether that be in another city or in head?
I do not. But do not let that, refrain you from giving me a shot. I'm a fast learner. I understand discipline. This is what I've dedicated my life to.
Yeah, I respect it. What makes you a good fit to be an officer here?
Like I said before, as we were walking in, my father, who I do not claim, left me while I was in womb. Okay, left me and my mother to fend for ourselves. And you guys know how hard this fucking city is. So I had to protect her, try to make a living. She's taking care of me by herself, single mom, doing it all on her own. No help from this low life fuck. Okay, he's put my mother through turmoil, fucking heartache. And we've had to figure this thing out all by ourselves. And I'm here because I don't want to live that kind of life. When I have a child, I want to be there for him, be a family man, a good father, good example. And because of what I've seen this man do to our family, I've dedicated my life to serving others in a positive way. Law enforcement, EMS, whichever one, this is why I'm here.
Great answer. I like it.
Good.
What sets you aside as the right choice for the job?
Of all the things I just talked about right there, not only this is what I want to do and what I want to be, I've got passion behind it. I'm not looking for paychecks. I'm looking to make a difference in this city. That's why I'm here.
This is good. What are things you see in yourself that you could work on to help benefit yourself and others while on scenes?
Mm-hmm. Well, although I have a passion behind this, I want to make sure, and I'm already aware of this, that I've got a vested interest, right? I don't want to make any of this stuff personal against criminals because of the way my dad treated me, but I want to make sure that I do something with my life unlike he did, okay? So that's what I have. That's what I have to offer. That could be a weakness, but again, that's just part of the driving force of why I'm here, not the main reason why I'm here. Okay, I care about this city. I love it to death. I've got friends and family all over the place. I want to live here. I have not left. The city has been good to me, even though it's tough. Again, I think when you go through trials and tribulations, it forms you to be a better person. And that's what I owe back to the city. Even though it's hard, it's made me a survivor. And I'm here because of it. I'm stronger because of it. And I want to protect this city. That's what makes me better than someone you're going to get from another county, another city. This is in my blood.
All right. Do you have any further strengths or weaknesses that come to mind, whether that be for PD or outside of it?
Weaknesses, not at all. Weakness is only inexperience, but obviously through hard work and dedication, we're going to take care of all that stuff. I'm a good pupil. I'm going to learn. I have no ego as far as that stuff goes. I just want to get my feet wet as soon as possible and get to work.
Okay. What do you want to get out of being in the police department?
Like I I said before, just being part of the solution, and unlike my father, being part of the problem. Okay, so I want to do completely different. I want to make something of myself. I want to contribute to society, and I want to do right. And I don't want that man. I don't want to be in his shadow at all.
How comfortable are you with firearms?
Very comfortable.
How trained with firearms are you?
You know, I don't do it as a hobby. I own several guns. I believe in, you know, our amendment rights to own a gun and protect your house. I've had to in this city growing up and protecting my mother and all that stuff. And you know, I prayed every day that I did not have to use it, but I definitely agree with owning them. Hope I never have to use it, but if I have to, I would to protect mine and my own.
So when would be a good time to use a firearm?
You talking about on the job?
Yes, sir.
Only when and if a perpetrator or suspect that I'm pursuing draws a firearm and uses deadly force against me. If and at all costs that I can apprehend the suspect without using deadly force, that is my number one priority.
Okay. We ask for a required minimum of 10 hours a week clocked in on duty. Is that something you can commit to?
Yeah.
So what made you decide Blaine County Sheriff's Office out of the other agencies?
I don't really know. I don't really have a familiarity with the differences between the agencies. I know we're all on the same team. I just feel like, I don't know, it just felt right to me out of all the ones that I looked at. So that's kind of why I'm interested in it. I'm sure we're all on the same page. We're all on the same team. So I'm not sure that there's going to be much difference. I think it's a win-win regardless.
Reaper, thank you for the follow. Miss Liz with the follow. I know you've kind of briefly touched about who you are and what you are, your background, but can you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
Hello there.
Big sports guy, big sports fanatic. Love coaching. Just love being connected to people through relationships. I know that sounds corny, but again, it's the same reason that brings me to this job. I believe in being a good citizen of the community and contributing in a positive way. So there's no other job out there, unless it's being a firefighter or EMS, that I feel like is a better suit, is better fitted for me to give back to a city that's taken care of me and grown me up. Okay. And like I said, it hasn't been easy because of how bad the city is, but I see where we need to add some correction and add some solutions, and I want to be a part of that.
Very good. What is your ideal work environment?
Man, I don't really have, I don't know. The only thing that I'm looking for out of a job is for it to give me purpose. And like I said, I've already described about what the purpose for this job would be for me. As long as I've got passion driving it, I'm going to love this job. And right now I have a lot of passion. I know I'm wet behind the ears and I'm brand new and I'm ready to go. But I feel like if I walked into any other type of job without passion, I'm walking into it with negative intentions and I'm already going to dislike it. So already right now, I'm going to be a great asset because I'm going to love what I'm doing. And, you know, the only thing that I'm looking for out of a job is to have purpose, and this job gives it for me.
So tell me about a mistake you made in the past and what you learned from it.
Mistakes I've had in the past. You talking about job related or just something related to this?
It could be job or life in general. Just something.
Just life and job. I've made a lot of mistakes in relationships.
Well, thanks for the follow.
I don't know if that's pertinent to this. Outside of lawful,
that means we're closing in on 1,000 followers,
really
baby.
Made a bunch of those. I think a lot of times, you know, I've made a bunch of decisions because you think you want something. You think what you want is what's good for you, and that's actually not the case probably 80% of the time. So honestly, like, I think when you make a decision about life, whether it's moving, whether it's jobs, whether it's having kids or getting married or being in a relationship, I think you got to vet these things through and through. I think you got to think about them from 1 to 10. Think about all the in and outs, all the possibilities, all the negative things that can happen before making a decision so that you don't make the wrong decision. I think if I could do anything over again,
just
I
real
would
quick,
probably
chat, I'm trying not to
some
talk
of
too
my
much because I have to
decisions that I
record
made
this
in
and
my
send it up to the
past,
higher command. So I'm just
so I
kind
could
of
probably make
showing you that I'm
better
seeing
one.
y'all's comments.
It's not to say you don't learn from your mistakes, because you do, but wish I would have made less mistakes as far as that stuff goes.
Okay. Can you tell me about a time when you had to make a difficult decision and how did you deal with it?
Let me think. Difficult decision. No, I can't really say, to be honest. Nothing life changing. I had a relationship that I had to leave. Again, these are all like relationship best, I guess. I had a relationship that I had to leave, but ultimately, like I said, you have to let go of things that you think are good for you that aren't good for you. Things that you want that are not good for you, you gotta let them go so that your life could be better, right? Toxicity, any of that type of stuff. Do the best that I can to keep that out of my life. So I haven't had really a ton of hard decisions in my life to make other than those kind of things.
Gotcha. So what does an ideal police officer look like to you?
One that knows how to de-escalate situations, one that's not hot-headed, easy to get riled up, because you're going to be dealing with all kind of demographics, all kind of personalities, all kind of people with different types of problems. So it's going to be always high tension, high danger, and you don't need somebody with a happy trigger finger behind one of these guns in our city with our citizens. So someone that knows how to handle emotions under pressure, stays cool, calm, collected at all times, and uses logic no matter what they are feeling. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. So if we decide to hire you, what do you look forward to the most during your training, if there's anything they should focus on specifically?
Look forward to the most, I don't know, maybe breaching corridors, just kind of finding out what the process is with that when you're covering somebody on their six and you got people in front of you, behind you, just how to set up a scene, get out of a scene without anyone injured, how to do things properly by the book. I'm just interested in learning the whole gambit of being an officer.
It's kind of a general question, but what do you do to calm yourself in stressful situations?
I don't get rattled very easily. Okay, like I said, I was a professional athlete at one point when I was younger. I've dealt with pressure situations in front of thousands and thousands of people. I've been on stage in front of hundreds of people. Spotlight on you. There's not many things and situations that rattle me. I haven't been in armed situations, granted. I haven't been into a bunch of firefights. I know that's completely different, and I don't mean to, bring it, take that lightly at all. But my point is, I've seen everything that I can see in my lifetime, and I handle high stress levels very easily. I don't panic very easily, and I think that's going to be very suited for, I guess, this job.
Okay, what gives here, let me give you a scenario question. You do a traffic stop, you find out it's your mom out of all people. She was speeding. Are you going to give her a ticket or no?
Absolutely. Hell yeah, she gets a ticket. Listen, I get it. You can't have this job with emotion, man. Friends and all that stuff, you got to follow the rules and the laws, man. I don't play that shit. Pardon my language. I don't play that shit. You abide the rules or you getting the ticket. That's the way it goes, man. I don't play favoritism out here. Never.
Yeah, I understand that. Like, if I pulled Valkyrie over, I'd probably give her a ticket.
You got to.
Yep.
Nobody's above the law around here.
That's right. You hear that, Max?
Absolutely.
Making sure you're listening. Making sure y'all listening.
Oh, we're here.
Would you hold a grudge against a suspect who has repeatedly wronged you or those you've befriended?
No. Again, I mean, like I said, you gotta walk into this job without personal vendettas upon you, because you're going to be tested often and almost every time you step out there. So you got to have a clear, logical mind. That's why you can't be in drugs, can't be drinking, none of that stuff. I'm clean, never even touched the stuff. Listen, as far as that stuff goes, I'm the guy. Now, I still got to learn. I don't have the experience you guys have, but I'm the guy when it comes to the rest of it.
I like it. Do you happen to know what the difference between probable cause and reasonable suspicion?
Reasonable suspicion and probable cause. No, they sound kind of the same to me, to be honest. Reasonable suspicion. I'm assuming if I get an APB on a suspect and somebody matches the description, now I can't say I can go and detain them or anything like that, but I can question him, and he can legally answer any questions, and he can legally not answer any questions. So can I look into it? Probably, but I can't do anything further from that. Now, probable cause. I pull over a car. I smell some weed. Now I have reasonable cause for search. I can tell them to exit out the vehicle and then perform a search at that point. So probable cause gives me a reason to act within the law. Reasonable suspicion probably doesn't give me reasonable cause to act within the law.
Okay, pretty good answers. We're going to get into some scenario questions now. You initiate a routine traffic stop. When the suspect steps out of their vehicle and begins walking towards you unarmed, what is going to be your next course of action?
Maybe I'm not going to pull the taser out, but maybe hand on holster, ready for taser, not my weapon, obviously. I'm going to put my hand out in front, warn the suspect to either stop approaching, get in the vehicle. I'm going to give that warning at least 3 times minimum to see if I get a response. Meanwhile, backing up at the same time. Again, we're going to be on safety priority number 1. Give out multiple causes. And again, even if I have to pull my taser out, I'm going to be calling for backup during this whole process. We're going to hope that it doesn't get physical. If it does escalate to something physical, they charge me or something like that, then that's a whole different level of measurement that we have to do. But they're just walking towards me, multiple warnings, maybe hand on a holster, hand out in front, tell them to stop, waiting for a response. And then obviously follow through will happen if they continue to not obey instructions.
Okay. You respond to a shots fired call. Upon arriving on scene, you see multiple individuals still in the area and multiple bodies on the ground. What is your next plan of action?
And I'm the first one arriving?
Correct.
I'm assuming I'm going to call for backup, get everybody here, try to assess the situation, make sure there's no immediate danger before I get out of the car. Weapon will be drawn, though, because, there's going to be bodies on the ground. I want to try to get the area cleared, find out what these suspects are, try to get them detained until we can evaluate the situation. But again, we're not going to use aggressive force unless they respond with aggressive force, because everyone's innocent until proven guilty. The gun is just for safety measures because there's obviously violence and hostility that has occurred on the scene. So that's my answer for that one.
Very good. You and several other officers are attempting to arrest the suspect at the residence. Upon walking up to their house, the front door opens and the suspect steps out with a firearm in hand. They then begin firing at you and other officers. What do you do next?
He's firing on us, so we're going to try to drop him immediately.
You and your partner are on a routine traffic stop. While running their information, it comes back to a known criminal. While your partner makes contact to try to get them to step out of the vehicle, your partner is then shot and the suspects in the vehicle drive off. What is your next course of action?
We're going to be calling... Oh, my partner's shot?
Yes.
Calling for backup immediately, running to my partner, and we're going to try to secure him first and foremost. Give the last known location, try to get a license plate over the APB, and I'm going to get my partner medical attention immediately. If he's okay, for some reason he gets 3 to the chest, bulletproof vest, he's fine breathing, he can handle it, then I'm in the car and I'm off and running. But we're going to make sure my partner's going to be okay first before I do anything.
Okay. You and several other officers are currently in a vehicle pursuit with a suspect. However, during the chase, you receive a call over the radio that shots fired and an officer is down. How do you move forward?
Shots fired, officers down, and there's multiple vehicles in the chase.
No, that's just the one chase you got going on.
It's just the one that chase. We got to peel off that and we got to go.
There you go.
Go get the officer. Yep.
While on patrol, you drive by a group of people handing obscured items to other people while also looking around and acting suspicious. You are sure it's something illegal, but you can't tell from where you are standing. How do you react?
I can't. I mean, I could drive by acting like I'm minding my own business, but I can't act like they're doing anything wrong.
Okay. So say you're on a scene somewhere, and this chotch right here to my left, since he's a lieutenant, he tells you to flat back a suspect for no reason at all. He just tells you to flat back a suspect. What are you gonna do?
I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that.
And why not?
Watch him. I'm going to be watching him. Why I'm not going to flat back suspect? Because I'm assuming there's no weapon or anything visible.
Correct.
And he's not hostile. I mean, you just don't do that.
Exactly. What would you do if you saw a civilian walking around with just a baseball bat? They're just holding a baseball bat. What are you going to do?
Nothing. I can listen, and I can ask questions all I want to, but again, I'm not going to ensue that he's doing anything illegal. I can pull up to him and see, hey man, how you doing? How you everything okay? You need any help at all? And again, he could just give me the answer that I want to hear, but I'm not I can't detain him. I can't illegally hold him or anything like that.
Okay. Do you happen to know any of the 10 codes by any chance?
I do not.
Okay. That concludes the required portion of the interview. Max, do you have any questions for him?
I do have 2 questions, if I may.
Go ahead.
So one, you kind of already answered this, but I just kind of want to hear it to be confirmed. You said that all people who break the law should be arrested.
And if y'all have some good questions you want me to ask him,
express that
put it
you
on here
would
and we'll ask him.
arrest your father.
But
would you arrest
nothing
and
ridiculous.
detain his known associates such
Keep it
as
professional.
Cinnamon, Callie,
Absolutely.
Awesome, all them?
Absolutely.
Okay,
100%.
and then this last question, if you don't mind, do you mind taking off your glasses and looking me in the eyes while I ask this?
Sure, let me. What the fuck?
Hey, I just gotta see his true, honest response with this question.
The admins are fucking with us.
How do you?
Think glasses. Just think glasses.
Okay. It's funny.
Now look at me. All right. This is just because I want to know if you know the areas of the town. You say you lived here a long time. Where the hook's at?
So yeah, they're everywhere. To be honest, I see them everywhere. I catch them everywhere, all day, every day, 100%. That's funny that you say that. My dad used to say that shit all the time. It actually got on my fucking nerves, but
yeah. It makes me laugh. So I'll just make sure. I had to look you in the eyes. And see if you knew where they were at.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got.
All right, Anderson, you got any questions for him?
No.
Nothing at all.
Nope.
You are always talking. You have no questions.
You just basically answered all of them.
Okay. I know Valkyrie's got some questions.
What you got, Valkyrie?
How'd you get that full head of hair when your dad don't got any?
Well, I'm not as old as him. I'm young. He's 40-something years old. I'm still. Absolutely, we're taking that. Oh, Jesus.
I think he's past the initiation.
Oh, you had to check his moves or what? What are we doing?
Yeah. Someone's fucking with us. What the fuck? We're going all into it, huh?
I mean, that's her question. I mean, it's a female question, so I can't say nothing.
Yep, he's got the moves.
You just had to check moves. I got you.
Should we go into the balcony and talk?
All right, Mr. Bigglesworth, give me a reason why you should not be hired for this position.
Don't have one. Don't have one.
Let's see. Y'all got anything? Well, okay, I don't see any questions. Okay, I don't think I have any more questions. I like how you're open-minded. You're not, let me tell you, let me walk over here. I feel like I need to get closer. You know what I'm most impressed with right now?
What's up?
You just your personality, right? Like it's very professional, profound.
Mhm.
I like the way you answer your questions, and I'm more impressed that you're not screaming. Like I just felt like you'd just be that person that would scream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
You're very
I
calm and collected, and it's just impressive, and I like it.
yeah, I'm going to be professional, but out in the field though, it might get a little,
I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta raise your voice. You gotta have your command
Have to.
presence. You gotta show them you're in fucking charge. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Agreed.
So I have one more question for you, and then we'll be finished here.
Mm-hmm.
So if I accepted you a job at Blaine County Sheriff's Office right now, would you accept?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Where I want to be.
You are hired.
Appreciate it.
It's the fastest
Love
hiring
to
I've
the
ever done
family.
here.
Would love to do a handshake.
That's an
but I can't
excellent,
seem to-
excellent fucking interview.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. The weight lifted off my shoulders. I'm telling you.
Just be aware when we get out here. There's tchotchness everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's just
Yep.
it's overwhelming in the city. So, and in the agency sometimes too. There's some tchotchness going on.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Valkyrie?
Absolutely. Every day.
Okay, let me get everything set up, and we'll get you rolling here. And just actually, let me see if I'm going to get you hired right here. Hang on.
Can I ask you this? Has anybody failed this miserably?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I've done a couple interviews where
Yeah.
they would just,
Yeah. There's been some bad ones.
like we just decided no on it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you made it, big dog.